hombre infernal. Llévate mi último suspiro de abril, que otra primavera con tus quejidos recordaré.
Llévate
todo lo que tú quieras de mí.
Llévate
ese cuerpo de hombre infernal.
Llévate
mi último suspiro de abril, que otra primavera con tus quejidos recordaré. No te vayas,
no te vayas,
amigo, no me dejes, amigo, no me olvides, que yo te quiero a ti, mi amigo.
No te vayas,
ay, no me dejes el corazón herido.
Recuerda que en el cielo las estrellas se alejan para darle paso al sol. Recuerda que en el cielo las estrellas se alejan para darle paso al sol.
Amigo, no te vayas,
No te vayas,
amigo, no me dejes, amigo, no me olvides,
no me olvides,
amigo, no te vayas, papi lindo, no me dejes.
no me dejes. Recuerda que en el cielo las estrellas se alejan para darle paso al sol. Recuerda que en el cielo las estrellas se alejan para darle paso al sol.
Que no va a regresar, no apueste, que es Pambiche que lo está llamando.
Ai, não dá. Você é muito rock and roll. E eu quero pra mim agora só um amor bossa nova. Você era muito rock and roll e eu sou mais pra bossa. Sua gritaria quase me acabou, me deixando na fossa. Então desliguei seu microfone, expulsei o seu pensamento e saí do seu show com meu cabelo ao vento. Nada mais estou. letra bossa, minha velha bossa nova, bem suave, sutil, harmonia gostosa. Você quis fazer da minha vida um carnaval sem fim, sambando no meu peito, sem nem ligar pra mim. Então arranquei sua fantasia e a máscara caiu no chão. Ai de quem brinca com meu coração. Feliz voltei pra bossa, minha velha bossa nova, bem suave, sutil, harmonia gostosa, amor bossa nova.
Good evening. You're listening to Rominger Radio. This is Carl, your host, 717-916-5189. If you want to chime in early on the show, of course, you always can, 717-916-5189. Of course, I'm going to be talking tonight about, or a little bit about, what's been called the PA PornoGate. If you're not familiar, with that already, apparently, back when we were looking into the Sandusky emails, what happened was after Tom Corbett left office and Kaine became the new Attorney General, the first Democratic Attorney General, which will be very important in our story shortly here. When that happened, when Kaine got that spot, she promised she'd go back and look into the Sandusky investigation. And, of course, they did do that. And in the course of doing that, they discovered a series of emails which were sent by various individuals in the state attorney general's office who apparently were emailing a lot of racy materials back and forth to each other. So long and short of it, those racy materials included all kinds of misogynistic porn and all kinds of things, and they were between Republican high officials. So there was some move to make that public. They were also part of a lawsuit, which is part of the reason why they couldn't be completely quashed or forgotten about, because the lawsuit kept it alive. And there was a woman from the Attorney General's office who had sued, saying that she worked in a sexually harassing environment or hostile environment because of the regular exchange of these emails. And apparently she was aware of them. Now, whether she was at some point copied on one or how she became aware of them, I don't know the details of the lawsuit. We know that they settled with her. But anyhow, when these pictures did become available, they are without a doubt not the kind of thing that most people would think to send in their office email pool, simply because you're likely to get yourself in trouble. So there's a lot of question about that. Like, what were these guys thinking? What were they thinking when they send these things back and forth to each other? Were they aware of the issues? Probably. Why? And of course, one of the other questions is why only Republicans? Why not? Why is Kaine not going after Democrats as well? That's a much easier one for me to answer, quite frankly. There were no Democrats in the office for most of the life of the Attorney General. As you know, usually when people are appointed to office, it's simply based on political favoritism. And so when the office was controlled solely by Republicans for so many years, the high officials in the office did not simply include any Democrats. It's that simple. So that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of where we're at with this thing. So anyhow, I'd like to hear what you guys have. If anybody has some thoughts on, I want to know, do you think they should be fired? Do you think that this is simply Kaine making politics? I want to know your guys' thoughts before I go too far in depth on it, because I'm curious to hear what people have to say about this. I don't think it's naked politics, no pun intended. I think it's simply timing based on the fact that a grand jury judge kept this stuff secret until a week ago, and the press was pushing for it. Now, Kaine's only fumble was she initially said she wasn't going to make it public and then reversed herself. That I don't understand, nor can I account for it. I don't think at any point she should have said she wasn't going to make it public. But again, I don't know what to say about that. 717-916-5189 if you want to get here live on the air. Again, 717-916-5189. You guys must have some feeling about this porn. I'm sure some of you are dying to see it. I think the descriptions kind of give you what you need to know. Some of it was very graphic. But the ones that are probably most concerning, the ones that I thought were the ones that should cost people their jobs. Well, let me say it this way. I know of people who've lost their jobs for sending one or two pictures on an email system, either at a private employer or many in the state system have actually lost their jobs, kids. So this is not some Nancy-Pamsy thing. A lot of people have been hurt economically because they did something similarly dumb on a much smaller scale. More importantly, they weren't key officials who were busy investigating legislators and sex scandals while they were doing this. It just shows incredibly poor judgment. So my question would be, what would be the appropriate punishment? Should there be any? And is this just political in nature? I kind of want to hear what you guys have to say. So